Gemini, welcome back. Welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your January 2020 monthly reading. Crazy to think it's already 2020, isn't it? We're going to ask a few questions. It's a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising placements. We are asking first what gifts the month has for us. What does January 2020 want to bring to you in the way of gifts? Then the next question is about what we're going to leave behind. What are we leaving behind in 2019? And the third question is what lies ahead, just generally, starting in January, moving into 2020, maybe beyond. I do want to say that I don't believe in anything being written in stone. So if you're seeing a path here, if this is resonating for you, this reading seems to be speaking to you and you're seeing the path moving in a certain direction and you don't like that direction, you always have the ability to make different choices and change the outcome. Let's see what we have here for your gifts. I do want to say that I've been called lately to read more intuitively, so there may be interpretations from Standard Rider-Waite coming in here, but there may also be different interpretations with regard to what I'm sensing from the imagery on the cards and what I'm sensing from Spirit. And I think that I also wanted to say that this is the This Might Hurt tarot deck, which I'm feeling a real resonance with lately. We will also be doing some clarifying cards. We'll pull a Dragon Oracle and Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card as well to finish up. So what are the gifts that are coming your way? Enough abundance that you can be generous with others. There is a good flow of financial resources coming into your life. You are in a position where you're not concerned about your physical stability, your financial stability. You're feeling generous and you're able to share with others. There's a strong leadership energy around you right now. You really do feel like you are in control of your life. And that might be not something you haven't felt before, but something you haven't felt in a while. It feels to me like this is a returning energy. There's celebration with friends coming for you this month, and some real hope and faith in the future working out well. Some real sense of hopefulness, I guess, is the best word. There's kind of a nurturing energy to that for me today. I think this spending time with friends and feeling more just kind of back in charge feels good. Feels good for you. I think that we have some positive things coming for you in January. It doesn't feel like new. It just feels like getting back on track for you, mainly. You're enjoying spending time with others. You're enjoying giving of your time and energy to those that you enjoy spending time with. And you're feeling hopeful about your future. What you're leaving behind from 2019, there was grief and sorrow here. There was some sense of loss. There was a sense that maybe you were paying a karmic debt, that you had, that there was a certain of the judgment card kind of feels like you feel like you've had some struggles in 2019, and that the reason that happened was because you had a debt to pay in some way. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I sense that you may have been feeling. Page of Wands. You had perhaps an idea to kind of start from the start on a new project, to be a true beginner again, which isn't something I get the sense that you do often, but that you were going to try to learn something new, that you were going to try to have a new hobby. Maybe it's just turned out that you weren't interested in it so much. You're not really inclined to spend time on whatever this was going forward. That particular interest. It had its season, and it's sort of, you're moving on from that now. So it seems that you're healing from some hurt. You're feeling like that karmic debt is in fact paid now, and you can move on. You can leave that sort of heaviness behind you. What's coming your way in 2020? There is a fresh new beginning for you. You're sort of taking a leap of faith. You are feeling sort of supported by your financial situation, so that you just physically, not just physically, so sort of spiritually, emotionally, physically, in your soul, you feel fairly good. Not like ecstatically good, not exceptionally good, but you feel solid. You feel solid enough in all the areas of your life that you're willing to take this step and take this, this new chance. There is an opportunity here for you to move closer to your authentic self. It has something to do with an intellectual pursuit, with using your mind to create, moving forward in some area where you have you've been thinking about moving in this direction. You've been maybe making some plans, but you haven't really moved there yet. And something about being in this, resting in this place of security, feeling possessed of this desire to step off the edge and take that leap of faith, and this moving toward your truth, your authentic self. All of this works together to put you on a new path in 2020. I'll have to do some clarifiers, I think, to get a little bit better sense of all of these, but I think this is looking like a pretty good time for you, a pretty good month ahead, pretty good year ahead. Let's see what we have for clarifying. 10 of Cups, this ultimate happiness and fulfillment. This is the ideal we all work toward. It seems like you're moving in that direction for sure. There may be a little bit of conflict on the way, but you are taking up that charge, that you have a passion, a creative desire, a fire in your belly to move yourself back into this space of feeling confident, in charge, surrounded by friends and celebrating good things in your life. I think that 5 of Wands isn't to worry about. It's just that nothing this great comes without a little bit of effort, and sometimes along the way you will run into people who are jealous, or you'll run into people who disagree with your approach. Let's look at the 2019. What's being left behind? Have the 5 of Swords in reverse. I sense there that it may have been important to you in the past to prove that you were right. You don't care so much about that anymore. The Ace of Wands, a real spark of creative energy there. There's a new desire to create something in your world. There may have been an opportunity that you passed up there, just because it wasn't the right fit for you. Some project, some creative project. And again, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Except in this case, it's to clarify what you're leaving behind. It could be that the work you've done in 2019 was able to put you in this space where you have your resources, and you can rest in that comfort of feeling somewhat secure. You're carrying that forward with you. Let's see if there are any clarifiers on what is coming. One just fell out. Let me see if I can get it off the floor. Hold on. Hanged Man in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. And Strength. So, this Queen of Wands came out. I'll get another reading down here in the future. I forget who that was. Aries, maybe. The Hanged Man in reverse. You've gotten some good perspective shifting from whatever you were dealing with in 2019. You're bringing that forward with you, that new perspective, and it's really releasing you from, from a state of suspension. Now that you're able to see things more clearly, you're able to move forward and take this leap of faith. Queen of Wands energy in reverse. It feels like maybe you're a little less concerned with the physical, with your physical being. It could be that, you're just in a more mental space in the coming year than a physical one. It could be that you have had some ailments to deal with, and that's been making you really focused on your physical self, and now you are freed from that in some way so that you don't have to worry so much about your body, your physical existence. It could be just about the kind of feeling like that's a creative energy that is thwarted. Excuse me. Like maybe there was some creative project back here we were talking about that you decided not to pursue. It could be something you revisit in the future, because here I'm almost sensing this could be about, healing from an illness, but it also could be about kind of deciding to put away the idea of this creative project, this creative urge, to put it away somewhere for a while, and not focus on it. You have good inner strength to carry you through the coming year. And I think that has to do with being authentically yourself. It can sometimes take some bravery to do that. And this inner strength will support you well in that endeavor. Let's pull a dragon card for you, Gemini. See what the dragons have to say. Oh, that's a pretty one. I haven't seen that one before. Oops. Earth Dragon. Clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. And that sort of aligns pretty well with what we were seeing. You're kind of getting back to being yourself again. You're moving past this grief or this pain and this sense of karmic debt. You are moving forward in your life. It's just a reminder to stay grounded in that process, and that you are able to clear out some stuck energy, which is good. Let's pull one of these to finish off. The unknown, wild unknown animal spirit. The otter. That's a cute little card. The otter. Let's see what the book has to say. Otter is a water. Yes. Water energy. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, you're full of love and you need nothing. When out of balance, you can be gloomy, sigh, and make silly excuses. To bring yourself into balance, a dance party or celebration. It really goes along with this sort of returning to a sense of wholeness and joy, celebrating with friends. It really lines up well. I think that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that it's been helpful. Thank you for your support of the channel. The likes, shares, subscribes. Always welcome your feedback. And I hope we'll see you next month. Have a great January and a fantastic 2020. Blessings.